whole game coming out.
Main on site, that's all I needed.
Yep.
Wow.
Let's go, Terry.
Hail Sorcerers, Root here, and welcome back to the archives. Today we're on another road trip, this time traveling to Mystic Forge Games in Florida for another Courtesan Cup qualifier. Join me for this cross-country trip to play some awesome sorcery with some really good friends in a new place. Thanks for joining. Let's get into it. Just got to my gate and I am so excited. Not only are we going down to play in the Courtesan Cup qualifier, but I'm actually going to meet up with one of my best friends from grade school we haven't seen in over a year. He's also the person that got me into sorcery in the first place, and we haven't had a chance to play an in-person game yet. I cannot wait. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this trip. We're getting ready to board in a minute, and see you down in Florida.
I'm just gonna go over some housekeeping rules, nothing too serious. If you use the Air Curiosa card, you must rip it. Okay? I don't wanna see like a little cut mark on a corner. Chop that up in like 8 pieces. All right. Remember to be respectful. And lastly, do remember to have fun. Do not flip tables here, please. Very good.
The reveal! Pizza Master! Who's responsible for this pizza? This guy?
I would say I'm responsible for the pizza, but I can't cook that good.
For the hell the heat is on. For the other one. I'll take a site. I'll take a site. Also, so this weekend. Oh, I have to resolve it. I have I'm gonna roll those cards.
If you land on yourself,
What's your lips?
we're on. The whole game coming out.
Main on site, that's all I needed.
Yep.
Swing into it.
Yep. GG's.
Wow.
Let's go, Terry.
recording with one of my close friends, Josh. Josh, it is so good to see you down here. You, I think, have the farthest distance traveled for this event.
I think I took the crown for this one.
Yeah.
It's about 1,400 miles, so
Yeah.
it's been a bit of a journey, but I'm glad I'm here.
Well, I think one of the things I'm really excited about, for folks who don't know, you and I actually live relatively close to one another, and we've had a chance to go to a number of events together. I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about the event here today, and then we'll talk a little bit more afterwards about some of your experience at those other events that we've had, because we've been playing together now for about 5 or 6 months, which is super cool. So tell us a little bit about yourself, what draws you to Sorcery, and why you wanted to come down here to Florida to play.
All right, well, my name's Josh. I'm up in Canada. I made the decision to come down here because my wife is the best, and I need to thank her on camera. So that's done. No, but really, I got a very supportive wife and family, and I really love the game. Ever since I went to Gen Con, I played it for the first time last year. I just been hooked.
Yeah, you were one of the first Sorcery content creators, correct?
I like to call it the fourth.
Yeah.
There's the big three, and then I interviewed Chase, which kind of like started the thing. But yeah, it's been fun. I like to consider myself more part-time. I don't have a family at home, right? I don't have a lot of chance to play. But it's definitely very rewarding, and I enjoy doing it.
Nice, nice. So yeah, tell us about your experience here at the event today.
So far, it's been great. It's down here in Florida, so it's nice and warm. Too Fluent. Lewis is the host and sponsor of it, and he's been doing a great job. We got Marcellus down here who's running the live stream, so everything's up and running. Everything's running smoothly. The LGS is a great fit. There's lots of space, lots of table room. They're very, what's the word?
Kind of accommodating.
Accommodating, yeah. They're very accommodating, and they've been supportive since we got here. Everything's gone on without a hitch so far, and there's a lot of good players here. Not me. I'm not one of them, but
but having fun.
The point is we're having fun, and I wouldn't change anything. It's been really good.
Yeah. So, you know, one of the things that I think we've discussed a lot is just enjoying the game, the gameplay, the community. Tell me a little bit about your experience now being at several events, because you went to the Qualifier in Baltimore as well, correct? Yeah, tell us a little bit about the experience of now being at multiple large events and watching the community grow from that perspective.
I think the biggest redeeming thing about it is teaching the new players and seeing the new interest in the game. Obviously, there's a little bit of a discussion about the strategy of how Eric Spirios is growing the game, but when you go to all these events and you meet new people and you have the new players that are interested, it's my favorite part. Like, I love doing learn to play. I love teaching new people, getting more people in the game. And my first match today was against Glenn, who's piloting Lewis's deck, and he beat me. So it's just a funny little trifecta there, because it's the host's deck. He's learning to play. I'm getting to teach. And it was just all a great little party in itself, right? That's my favorite part, and getting to do that at all these events is what I enjoy. And besides the fact that they're very far apart, you do have people like yourself who you run into, and you make this network of Sorcery friends that you get to hang out with and look forward to seeing, and then pile that on top of learning and teaching new people and meeting new people. It's just an unforgettable experience.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you said it as well as anyone could, and it's just been so cool to see that evolve and grow, and then the community kind of continue to engage at events that are thousands of miles apart.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I'm so excited for Baltimore. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I really like to ask folks too, and I think I might know the answer for you too, I'm trying to guess everyone's cards internally. What's your favorite card?
Favorite card? It depends on how you want to nail it down. Are you talking about playing or art?
You got to give me. Yeah, it could be anything.
You can't push me in one direction. Okay.
We can do both then. How about that?
For art, it's Exorcism. Highest risk. Can't say anything else about that. I just the lights, the darks, the powerful imagery, I guess you'll call it, of the cross and the demons getting banished is my favorite piece for art. And as far as cards go, I want to make Belfry happen. I want to make Belfry happen. I don't see it playing today. I was just looking at it again right now, and I don't even have it in my deck, but like, I want to make that card happen.
I think that's a solid one. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today about today's event. I'm here with Devon. Those of you who had watched the West Virginia video may be familiar. We are in the presence of royalty today. So I'm just really happy to see you at this event as well, and I'm glad we had a chance to sit down and talk. I know we had planned to try to do that in West Virginia, and it was a little challenging.
Yeah, it ran a little long, so it was a fun event, but it was a long day.
I agree. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and why you've now chosen to take these two pretty significant trips to these events.
Hi, my name's Devon. On social media, Mystic Moose, you may have seen. I got into Sorcery right in Alpha Kickstarter. Only got a couple boxes, but I fell in love with just the whole look of the game. Came from Magic, very similar, a little bit more fun with that chess feel. And one of my buddies who lives in West Virginia got into the game too, found out the Courtesan Cup tournaments were taking place there. One here in Florida, that's where I'm from. Couldn't be happy to attend the events.
Awesome. Well, we also had the opportunity to play a really fun game earlier on the live stream table, and I just had an absolute blast doing it. So I see you have your deck box in front of you. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about your deck and the approach you took.
Yes, I am. Yeah, we played on the stream game and lost pretty handedly, I should say. But I will never stop. I love the Avatar of Earth, original one I've been running since Alpha. Deck is kind of a loose version of, you might have seen it on the Winning Agendas, Jesse's version.
Yep.
A couple of my own cards that I really like I put in there, probably to the detriment of the deck, but that's okay. It's fun for me to play. So a lot of higher powered Earth cards, just a splash of air for the blinks, grapple shots, things like that.
So for those of you who may not know as well, you're actually royalty. And I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about your costume.
Well, I should have. I am trying to dress up, cosplaying Beta Ruler of Thule. So I got the little orange medallion here. Hair, crown could use a little work, but yeah. Did it for West Virginia. Did it today, and I'll be doing it for the Baltimore.
And I heard through the grapevine there's another special costume that may make a debut there. Is it something that event goers can expect to see too?
Yes, you can. There will be a different one. I'll do this one, of course, but I'll give a hint. If you use a little common sense, you'd probably figure it out.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure getting a chance to travel all over and meet folks. And as someone who's also been to multiple events too, I was wondering if you can tell me a little bit about your experience seeing the community grow, being able to see folks that you've met other places at events, and what that experience has been like for you.
Yeah, so I actually sell signals on Whatnot Stream, Sorcery. I used to do Magic, now I almost do entirely Sorcery. And through some of the groups on there, get into contact with the Discord, Socially Play Network, the regular Sorcery Discord, chatting with folks, responding to some of the content creators on YouTube, such as yourself. It's been a lot of fun. I've actually been going around and getting some Rebel tokens signed by folks. Either I'm playing against or some of the more popular ones, 2 Fluent I got. And it's just been a blast connecting with people, reconnecting with people, and it's been amazing going to several events. And I believe there's another event going on today. Some of my friends are participating in that. So.
Nice. Well, we're really glad to have you here. I'm so excited to be able to talk to you a little bit more. And the final question, what's your favorite card? I know we can maybe make an assumption, but what's your favorite card?
You might be able to guess, but honestly, it's time and time after I think about it, it's always Avatar of Earth. It is solid, beefy, just kind of represents the game to me, and beautiful art. Have a limited print hanging up in my house so that I love it so much. It's a good card.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Absolutely incredible getting a chance to play against you on the live table. And I wish you the best of luck as the tournament unfolds.
You too, and thanks again.
Awesome. So it is so great to see you guys again. I'm really happy that you were able to make it out. I know when we talked in West Virginia, you said you were going to be coming out today, and it's just really cool to get a chance to talk to you in person again and really discuss a little bit about West Virginia, because you guys placed first and second there, which is really awesome. And it's also cool to be able to see how things have been going in between them. So if you could tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and where you're coming from.
Yeah, for sure. I'll start. My name's Nathan. This is my brother Noah. We're brothers. We're local from Florida. So we've been here. We're up north about 3 hours, and we got a little local game store that we found after the West Virginia event, where there's some sorcery going on. So we've been playing there lately.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are here tonight, so
Oh, very cool.
it's been fun playing with people we already know, even though beating them kind of feels bad sometimes, or getting beat by them.
Yeah, it's a little friendly fire.
But
See someone over here on the left side.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool too, because I know when we had talked in West Virginia, at that point you had only played against each other. You hadn't had a chance to play at another store. So it's really cool to see that you found something local and been able to help that community grow too. So
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah, the evolution of going from only tabletop simulator, playing with just in person with just him, to going to that first event in West Virginia for both of us, to now finding locals, and then going to more events is really great for both the game and just for community building and having fun.
nice.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing I would have said. But yeah.
Nice. So how are you liking the event today?
It's super great. This store is amazing. I wish there was a store like this near our spot. Excellent prices at retail on like hard to find stuff. Good spot. Yeah, nice clean restrooms. You know, what more can you ask for? They gave us pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was nice.
with two Flint showed up with gigantic stacks of pizza. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was very nice. I need to think whenever I can, but that was. Overall the event is pretty nice. The only complaint I have is I don't like being able to tie if both avatars are at death's door and they both take damage at the same time. They tie. Not a fan of that rule, but I understand it. So.
Yeah, that's especially significant with so few rounds. We're only 5 rounds today, so any draws can really throw a wrench in the system. But you know, it is what it is, and sometimes it's a part of the game. So.
Yeah, and I know we had discussed a little bit too, hoping to see the tournament scene evolve a little bit, and from maybe best of 3, and really moving in that direction with maybe some of those larger events that are 2-day events. So.
Yeah, I would like to be able to use a sideboard and have extra cards that I don't have room in my deck, but might help in certain situations. It would be nice to be able to play with that, and with all these events being best of 1, we don't get that chance.
It sometimes comes down to luck, and if you're paired up against an avatar, for instance, Enchantress, and you don't have a lot of dispel or a way to deal with those auras.
Right, that's actually a very massive point. That card right there is one of the very good sideboard cards that are clearly designed for a best of 3 type of game. So I'm looking forward to more of those in the future as things scale up.
Awesome. Well, my final question for you guys, in West Virginia, I'd really love to hear about people's favorite cards. Can you tell us your favorite cards? And
I guess I'll go first. It's a hard question. I would say probably Ultimate Horror. No. Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship?
Ghost Ship.
Okay.
It took me a second to realize, but Ghost Ship.
It's Ghost Ship.
That's what my deck is based on. As soon as I saw that card, I made the deck. But the card that has grown the most for me, I hated Headless Haunt when I first started playing this game. I thought it was a terrible card. After playing with it in my deck a lot, one of my favorite cards. Amazing card. Being able to control, if you have Kythera Mechanism, being able to control where it goes is insane.
So a lot
Even
of
the
utility,
random oftentimes works out in your favor. So.
Nice.
Yeah, those are good choices. For me, I would probably... my competitive choice would probably be Root Spider, just because of how annoying it is, how versatile it is. It can shut down everything. I hate playing against it. I don't like seeing it when my opponent has it, but I like having it. So that's probably my favorite from like a competitive stance. I think that's one of the best cards. There are a lot of candidates for that. Flavor-wise, and like one of the cards that made me kind of realize I really liked this game was Sedge Crabs, where it can only move sideways. So once I saw that, I kind of was hooked. So I just like that there's a lot of flavor cards. So.
Oh, fantastic. Well, my final question, I did say that was the last one, but just popped in my mind. As players that went from solely playing online to kind of playing together and then moving into the more competitive scene, do you have any advice for new players that are thinking about getting into the game or that might be interested in branching out and going to tournaments or trying to meet people at local game stores?
Yeah, just go for it. Just give it a shot. Put whatever deck together you like. A lot of more fun / casual decks that would be deemed unplayable in other games. In Sorcery, they can really shine because of the grid system, just the way the gameplay flows. A lot of less cards that seem less impactful on the surface really come into play. So just give it a shot. Play on TTS, play on the League. Just try to play as much as you can and enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree entirely. And don't be afraid to go to like events, because a lot of people in this community are very nice. They're cool with you making a mistake and taking back what you did, and like everyone's very helpful in teaching how to play the game. And when it comes to building decks, play what you like. If you see 2 or 3 cards that you really like, put them together, see what you can make with that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you had fun trying.
Yeah, move on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's what I did with my deck. I ended up winning the Courtesan, the qualifier with that. So I did just have fun with it.
Yeah, and I think that's really sound advice from what I've seen too, and now being to all these events, the community is just fantastic, and it's been a great time getting a chance to catch up with you guys
Absolutely.
as well. So, final thing, you started a channel of your own after the West Virginia event.
We did. We've been slacking on content a little bit just because of life. But yes, Brothers of the Realm, we accidentally copied your channel name, but it's just so catchy that we figured we'd let it roll.
Oh, I appreciate it. You guys are doing great.
So we're hopefully going to be adding some more content like box breaks, some deck techs, and maybe meta breakdowns and just what's going on in the community at large.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, tune in
And potentially just, casual games or like testing
Yeah,
decks.
of course, gameplay
Yeah.
and stuff.
But
awesome. Well, thank you guys for talking. It was great seeing you again, and best of luck as we finish up the
Thank
tournament
you.
today.
You as well.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Sacrificial frogs. Where did these come from? I am here with Preston, who I had the absolute pleasure of playing an awesome game with a little bit earlier. Preston, I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and then we can talk a little bit about these really cool sacrificial frogs.
Absolutely. My name's Preston. On Discord, I'm Capper, and I was also in the Tabletop Simulator League as well too. And I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, and I just happened to line up my schedule with this tournament with a direct flight, and saw the opportunity to come and actually play in person with people. So that was my biggest goal coming down here, was to just meet people in this community, because everyone I play with is online and I don't have a scene within a couple hours of me.
Yeah, I was really impressed when you had shared with me that this was your first event that you had actually been to in person, and I'm just wondering if you can talk a little bit about what made you want to make that jump and what it was like actually being here playing in person.
Well, I definitely wanted to, again, just meet people, and, playing physical cards is always going to trump digital cards, for sure, right? And then one of my buddies from Discord, he said he was coming, so, I was like, oh, okay, well, I want to come too, so just to actually meet faces and everything. And I remember I was sitting at home and I was just scrolling through my decks, and I was like, my chef always says, you're not going to grow unless you step out of your comfort zone. And so this was a big thing for me, to just step out of my comfort zone and get into a competitive personality, which I'm a very mellow dude, for sure.
Yeah, one of the things that I really loved that you brought to the tournament itself, even though it was a competitive tournament, were these awesome little sacrificial frogs boxes. So I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about the token boxes and your thought process behind that. You've got a cool one in front of you there too.
So this is mine, Pride and Joy. Sacrificial frog, playing a game of frogs as well. And I am a collector of matchbooks and matchbook boxes. And so I was trying to find out how I could travel with my tokens. And I was like, oh, I'll put them in these. And I was like, oh, I can draw on something, and then I could kind of laminate it with some tape, and that's what ended up coming with it. And it started with this box originally, a little rudimentary. This started off as Box of Frogs. And then I was like, well, I could do better. And then I drew the green one that I'd given you after our match. And then I was like, I could give it more personality. And then it turned into this. And again, my buddy, who also came down here, he was going to let me borrow his Onyx Core. And I was like, well, he's doing something nice for me. So I decided to make a box for him. And I was like, well, this is really fun. So I'll make another. And just wanted to give them to people. Only ended up giving one away to you, because he didn't need a token box as well, but that's okay.
I think it just was such an incredibly touching thing, and for those who watch the channel regularly, one of the things I talk a lot about is just building the community, meeting other people, and it's just been such a joy meeting such kind and really compassionate people who are also excited about playing this card game. So, not only did we get some great games in, you were able to bring some kindness into my life, and for those who aren't able to see my hat today. I'm wearing a hat that says "Do Good," and
Great.
I think it really just matches up with that whole mindset. So
Yeah.
thank you for bringing
Yeah,
that energy
absolutely.
to the game, to the event. Any words of advice for people that are looking to go to their first competitive event like you did today?
Oh man, like I said, we're not going to grow unless we step out of our comfort zones. It's okay to lose. I lost my first game and the jitters just went away because then I just realized I'm here for fun, and that's exactly what I had. And I met some cool people and I made some great trades, and everyone was super kind, and it was just been an awesome experience, and this has been a great vacation and great adventure for me. So
Awesome.
yeah, step out of your comfort zone, try new things,
Awesome.
and
Well,
always be good to people.
I agree, and I'm so happy we had a chance to play. I look forward to
dude.
seeing you at other events
Yeah,
in the
dude,
future.
I really hope I can see you in the future. Absolutely.
I'll be around. Well,
right,
thank you for
cool.
joining us today. I appreciate your story, your insights.
Yeah,
I
man.
hope you have a safe trip home.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Hail Sorcerers, I am here with Too Fluent, one of Sorcery's most venerable community members, host of this incredible event, and we're really lucky today to get a chance to talk to him after this awesome Courtesan Cup qualifier. So Too Fluent, I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about yourself. One of the unique things about this qualifier is that you are a community member. You're not a store owner. And it's something that, for me, is really exciting because I'm hoping it can inspire other community members to maybe host some similar events too. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you like the game and why you wanted to host this qualifier.
Well, I appreciate the generous introduction for me. So I was basically just a community member. I seen the Kickstarter when it launched. It was very interesting to me. I love the art. The gameplay seemed like it had a lot going for it. So I backed the Kickstarter, and as I learned more about the game and got more involved on Discord, just fell in love more with the community as well. And from that, I started creating content for the game. And I just had the urge to grow the local community, which is why I helped put this event together along with Mystic Forge. And so I'm not an LGS owner, and I just wanted to bring the game home, so to speak, for me.
Yeah, which I think is incredible. And not only was it a really fun event, but it had some awesome games. And on top of that, it just really had a great community feel. So a lot of the folks that did attend here actually traveled from quite a distance. Some had gone to other qualifiers. And I just wonder what it's like from your perspective as a community member who started this event, just to see it actually come to life and watch it unfold. And it'd just be interesting to hear.
Absolutely. I mean, very, very flattered that almost half the participants of this event were not even from Florida. We have folks from Texas, we had a couple from Texas, Philadelphia, Maryland, Canada, like crossing the international lines just to come here. That's really awesome. And just putting the event together, it's been great too, because it's helped me network with more community members, because I mean the community has been very helpful in giving me advice and tips, and being able to see other streams and other Courtesan Cup qualifiers just kind of helped me fine-tune and put this game a little more better, as well as the support from the community. We had Paparazzi here. He did a fantastic job with the stream. You're here and a bunch of other folks. It was just a fun event.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it just had a really awesome community feel to it. One thing that I think is really incredible too is that in addition to the event, you also ordered pizza for everyone. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before. Thank you so much. It just, again, shows the length that I think this group of really core players is going to go for each other, and it just was really awesome to see this. So thank you so much, and hopefully we get some good footage of everyone like ripping into the pizza boxes, but it was great.
Yeah, it was, no worries. It was, the whole good vibes is very infectious here, I should say.
Yeah.
So just being able to see everyone smiling, playing games, seeing, oh wow, I've never seen this scenario, oh wow, I've never seen that combo, and just having a great time. So I'm just glad to share these memories in this event with everybody.
I agree. Let's do a fist bump for that. I'm not done asking questions, but I can't help but fist bump. So in addition to hosting the event, you were also the main judge today. Is this the first event that you've judged? Or
Yes, this is the first event that I judged, and I felt like I prepared someone for it. I had some backup judges, so I'll shout out to Zaynam on Discord, shout out to Will T. There's been some kind of first-time scenarios for even myself, and they kind of helped back me up on some clarifications. But overall, it was fun because I got to see all the other games, and just spectating Sorcery is as much fun as playing it. So it was a blast judging.
Awesome. I totally agree, and it was great to see some of those really complex scenarios work out. It was awesome to get those resolutions and see people like build up to the answer they were looking for. So last couple questions, and one of the things that I've been asking everyone is, what's your favorite card? Now, I don't want to make an assumption based on your outfit today.
Right.
Awesome cosplay, but what's your favorite card?
Actually, I would say that I almost have two favorite cards, so it's hard to pick between one. I think the game having so much like great art, I do have a favorite art. My favorite art, standalone by itself, is Spin Attack. I own the original painting, and I have a little bit of a Spin Attack altar. I'm just obsessed with that art. I don't get to play it in as many decks as I'd like. My favorite card are the Grey Wolves. I am trying to master the Grey Wolf deck, so to speak, collecting as many foils as I can get my hand off, which actually collected 3 more Grey Wolf foils in this event, just from trading people. So I'm up to 52, there we go, on my road to 100. But I would say that probably Grey Wolves is my most favorite card.
Fantastic. And last question, any bit of advice for people that are looking to do this? Anything you've learned today that you wish you would have known as you're preparing to host the event?
Yeah, I think looking back and critiquing ourselves to probably do a little better next time. I think maybe having the deck list a little earlier, maybe the day before, requesting those deck lists from all the players would have been great. Just would have helped with stream a little bit. So that's my one feedback. And yeah, I mean, I think definitely if you're not an LGS owner, talk to an LGS owner because they have a lot of insight. They host a plethora of different games, Magic, Lorcana, and even though Sorcerers is a different type of animal, different type of game, the coordinating of the rounds and all that, it's all very similar. I would say is we were really going back and forth about best of 2 or best of 1, and seeing how long today played out with as many people we had. I think the best of 1 format was probably the right choice, so we're glad we made that choice.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for hosting such a wonderful event. I look forward to contesting the realms with you in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you
so much.
Yeah.
Look who I found waiting in the airport. Let's get some games in. Oh, well, Sorcerers, we've got some post-tournament gameplay coming
only
at
time
you.
I can actually play is
I know, right? I'll start by tapping to play The Color Out of Space.
Sweet, sweet. Start turn?
Yep.
Cool. Turn start. Draw. Play a Lighthouse.
Nice. Nice, serene, gorgeous landscape. Okay, I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna play an Aqueduct, and then I'll spend 2 for a boss control here.
Sweet, sweet.
I'm gonna pass to you.
Cool. Untap. That's 1 in hand.
Yep.
Sure. We'll go for a spell. We'll go.
Oh.
Period.
Gonna do an Oasis.
Lone Tower. Do a chance on water.
Okay. Bummer. Boss Troll gets tapped.
Yeah, so Enchantress, making the sites like this is just heaven for me.
Yeah.
So any block of sites, I don't know if that's a term yet, but,
Yeah.
is just, it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially you've got a mixture of water and land sites. You can't bury or submerge on those. That's really nice. I'm gonna have to pass because I'm really afraid of your thunderstorm, and everything I can do is gonna get tapped anyway. So, pass to you.
I will swing here for 2.
Yep.
I'm sorry, for 5.
Yeah.
End of turn, this will move here. We'll use the
The Boeing 757. Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 to violent there.
Okay.
I have 6, so that gives me 4 remaining. I'm going to spend 4 for pirate chip here.
Okay.
And at the end of my turn, my dragonets will shoot at you for 1.
Cool.
And your turn.
All right. Untap. Beginning of turn. Draw. Give me something good.
What's in the box? Uh-oh. No! Well, that's really, really unfortunate. So we're going to spend 3 to boil my pirate ship there.
All right.
And,
Right. Is it?
yep, destroy all minions occupying, so it's not targeting. Yeah. So that is 3, so it's 3 more. I'm going to spend 2. I'm going to swing over here for 1.
For 2?
For 2 rather, yeah. Yeah.
We'll cast Fey Changeling,
Okay.
targeting this site. On cast, animate Wildfire.
Okay.
We'll trinket.
Okay.
We'll swing at your
I'll
avatar
have to
for
take it.
6.
Yep. This is where I wish I kept my dodge rolls. 2 to Geyser here.
Okay.
I draw a card.
Oh yes, it is animated.
Yep.
Oh my God.
You don't have to get a token because I'm just going to drown it.
Cool.
I will play Colicky Dragonets here.
Okay.
That's 3 mana. I'm going to attack you for 2. At the end of my turn, these will shoot forward and kill your Changeling.
I will trinket, and then I'll spin attack here.
Yep.
This dies. We'll tap move here. You're trying to get 5 damage out.
Not going to say no to that. I'm going to spend 2
Okay.
to double Taurus Hammer Trinket.
Got it.
I'm going to hit you for 5.
Okay.
At the end of my turn, these will bounce back.
Cool.
Past you.
I'm looking for a top deck here. I need
Double Death's Door.
I need